Und weiter geht's.
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
Das ist, wenn man nicht den Hinweis mit dem Speer gefunden hat. Dann soll ein Diss verführen, die falsche Lanze zu wählen. Cool. Kann ich wieder eins nehmen, ja?
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Das ist schon sehr eindeutig noticeable, aber es ist ja aus Gold, insofern lächerlich. Das ist wie bei Indiana Jones mit dem Heiligen Gral. Dann nimmt man natürlich nicht den Prunkgold-Dings, weil das nicht der Kelch eines Zimmermanns ist. Das ist halt mit dem Speer genauso. So ein 0815 Centurio wird hier nicht mit goldenen Waffen rumlaufen. Schon allein deshalb, weil goldene Waffen scheiße sind, weil Gold viel zu weich ist. Wäre für Waffen gänzlich ungeeignet. Jedenfalls für Waffen, die man im Kampf benutzen will.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Das Ding ist auch leaf-shaped. Wenn ich das richtig gesehen habe, ja.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip. I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Ra ist es dann doch nicht.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Das müsste es sein. Jetzt gucke ich nochmal zur Sicherheit hier die anderen an. Nicht, dass es noch irgendeine Doppelung gibt.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
Okay. Das ist es auch nicht. Ich muss ja eh hier wieder zurückkommen. So theatralisch hingeht zu dem Ding.
What about this lance? It's got a spear shape. And the blade is partly made of copper. A barely visible crucifix is engraved on the blade.
Kruzifix ist es nicht. Soll er vielleicht auch so ein bisschen verführen, weil das hier halt in der Nähe von diesem Mortimer-Sarkophag liegt. Komme ich wieder raus?
The Sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great! Now let's see what's inside.
Ja, habe ich nicht gekriegt beim letzten Mal und irgendwie kriege ich es auch jetzt nicht mehr anscheinend. Diesen einen Trank. Naja. Aber das Richtige liegt auch so ein bisschen präsentiert, hier mit 2 Kerzenleuchtern und so umrandet. Und zur Sicherheit nochmal checken, aber sieht schon ganz gut aus.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, is
Check.
copper rimmed,
Check.
and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Ja, ist eigentlich das Einzige, wo alles
I
passt,
must
ne?
be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Eigentlich schon. Hat jetzt nicht Borspeer gesagt, aber Das war dann nur bei Ra.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Das ist nämlich dann Ra und so. Also ja, das muss eigentlich die sein. Sonst wüsste ich nicht, welche auch nur annähernd passt. Auch wenn er nicht Boar Spear sagt, sondern nur Spear-shaped. Aber ist dann wahrscheinlich dasselbe.
I can see this lance has a spear shape.
Check.
It's copper rimmed.
Check.
And it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Check.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Eigentlich schon. Aber wir müssen checken, ob wir das Al-Asif noch finden da unten. Das müsste ja dann auch irgendwo da versteckt worden sein von Wöllner zur Übergabe. Boah, der Sprung hier beim Mapwechsel in die Katakomben hier rein. Der ist jetzt nicht sonderlich weich. Oh. Oh. Ich habe nicht alle Hinweise gefunden, um die Lanze zu identifizieren. Und ich habe nicht alle Kopien der Lanze gefunden. Wahrscheinlich gibt es doch einen Unterschied zwischen Spare Shape und Boar Spare. Und irgendwo liegt noch einer am Boden. Die wahrscheinlich dann doch die richtige ist und ich habe jetzt die falsche. Ich meine, das Einzige, was nicht gepasst hat, ist, dass er nicht Boar Spear Shaped gesagt hat oder so, Boar Spear. Aber da habe ich jetzt gedacht, naja, das hat er nur bei der einen, bei der von Ra gesagt. Jetzt weiß ich nicht, ob das wirklich einen Unterschied macht, aber wenn ich nicht alle gefunden habe, alle Kopien und auch nicht alle Clues, dann gibt es wahrscheinlich noch irgendeinen Unterschied. Oder die Clues sind doppelt. Weil das ist Spear-shaped ist, gibt es ja auch mehrmals. Oh, ja, da ist noch nicht sicher, ob das wirklich die richtige Lanze ist. Das kann auch böse enden.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Linguistik, Questioning. Was anderes können wir eh nicht, also brauchen wir gar nicht groß überlegen. Jetzt bin ich schon gleich ein bisschen weniger sicher, dass es die richtige Lanze ist.
Sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur, I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Vollner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't think on getting rid of me so easily, de Richet.
Hätte ich mir doch die Fresse hauen sollen. Das macht mich aber jetzt besonders verdächtig. Conviction und Politik kriegen wir ihn nicht. Okay.
Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Get him in a muddle. Ich glaube nicht. Gebe ich ihm irgendwas oder nichts?
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here, this is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur. Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Sehr schön. Wenn wir jetzt nichts gegeben hätten, habe ich gedacht, dann ist er vielleicht nur wieder irgendwie noch umso skeptischer, weil er war ja irgendwie mehr oder weniger davon überzeugt, dass wir irgendwas haben. Und wenn wir ihm dann gar nichts geben, ist die Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass er irgendwie rumtillert höher, als wenn wir so ein bisschen sein Ego befriedigen und ihm irgendwas geben, dass er recht gehabt hat. Kann er sich gut fühlen und uns schadet es nicht. Jedenfalls nicht sonderlich.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Seine Schläger schon dabei.
Please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will. And
Mortimer. Immune Science. Okay.
I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
So you're gonna tell me she's wrong, and that she's a liar?
She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very
Yes,
difficult to know exactly how many of us there are, because a large number of our kind remain hidden, or never reveal themselves even to us.
How would you qualify your species, scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
I'd say physics.
So, consider us like the mechanical vibration of fluids.
You mean sound?
That's right. The physical properties of acoustics are very similar to those of our abilities. Imagine us as something like waves.
Kriegen wir eine andere Erklärung? Ne, kriegen wir nicht.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
Did you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes, yes. We were gods on earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
Did you experience ancient Rome?
Oh, yes. Luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, but from this period I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next Parmenides. Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras, well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way, yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis, I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but Yes, yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Weiß ich nicht.
And how is it you help men exactly?
Let's just say that without us, man would probably never have left his cave. Fire, the wheel, tools, writing. We are the spark that inspires man to search, to grow, to evolve.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together until I revealed my true nature to her.
The old book was Al-Azif, wasn't it?
Did she speak about it?
Not so long ago, yes.
Indeed, it was already Al-Azif. She wanted to unlock the secrets.
Huh.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
Ist das eine Drohung?
You're the devil incarnate.
The devil? I'm not saying that all Judeo-Christian folklore hasn't served us, but the truth is, of course, something quite different. Please, don't look at us through the primitive prism of religions. I am not hiding any horns or goat's feet, Louis. I have no tail.
Das tut mir leid. Folklore.
Why do you bring up folklore? You mean that you've taken advantage of people's beliefs?
No, not exactly. I mean that we in fact created them from scratch. It is amazing to see how mankind has such a strong need to believe in something superior to itself. It was very instructive for what was to come.
Haben wir alles durch.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Ist ja die Frage, wer jetzt hier eher vertrauenswürdig ist, er oder seine Mutter, ne? Aber letztlich ist auch die Frage, was weiß seine Mutter schon von ihren Intentionen? Andererseits, warum sollte er mir die Wahrheit sagen, ne? Ja, genau. Warum nicht einfach den Willen aufzwingen?
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wants to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark.
Politik ist
but
immer ein Spiel.
after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
But how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
You're the one who killed her.
The poor girl was condemned, Louis. Don't you think it better that she stopped living like a slave, being mentally raped by my father since the day she was born?
Ja gut, einerseits hat er einen Punkt, aber andererseits ist es halt so ein bisschen wie mit Minos und so, ne? Es wird halt immer jetzt der bestraft, der eigentlich nicht wirklich wirklich die Schuld hat. Er soll halt seinen Vater umbringen. Ja, weiß ich nicht. Ich weiß ja nicht, was sie irgendwie dazu gesagt hätte. Und wenn sie jetzt irgendwie die Stimmen loswerden will, was sie ja vielleicht auch wollte, hat er natürlich gewisserweise einen Punkt. Aber andererseits, wie gesagt, dann soll er halt gegen den Vater kämpfen und nicht sie umbringen. Insofern war es...
You're joking. You don't know everything. She might have recovered from everything she had suffered.
Between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. But it is also true I felt obliged to get rid of her. You'll understand one day, you'll see.
So, von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right. I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
Nee, weiß ich nicht. Also, wenn ich es nicht weiß, dann bin ich wahrscheinlich kontrolliert von einem und das wäre natürlich dann irgendwie blöd, weil dann bin ich ja nicht ich. Und wie sollte ich einer sein und es nicht wissen? Weiß ich nicht.
No, I don't think so. I'm just a man and
Also
that's
unendlich
fine
lange
with
Leben
me.
wäre schon gut.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis.
Ich glaube, einen größeren Plan
Always
und
have
Sachen
been.
wirklich verändern.
As much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's
Have
absurd.
you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Liar! Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Ah, not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him!
Monsieur Peru, I don't even know what this is all about.
It's quite simple. You're like them!
If that's enough to make me unforgivably evil, then I'd prefer you shoot. But I don't feel as if I've changed. I'm still the same man I was an hour ago.
They will corrupt you. It's inevitable.
And I won't be able to resist, like you are now.
Well...
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Think about it a moment.
Während er nachdenkt, schaue ich nochmal schnell Etikette und Psychologie, okay.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
And you, Jacques, how does it make you feel?
It changes everything.
Well, why? How am I responsible for it?
I never said you were. You too are his victim, Louis. But it makes no difference to me. If I let you go, you will proliferate. I must stop all of you. And too bad for me if I have to die for it.
Ich meine, als
You're
Professional
just like
Interrogator
him.
macht
You
Sinn,
are
dass er da
already.
immun ist.
You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Ja, eigentlich das, ne?
Jack, I'm the only one who can help you resolve the situation. I'm just asking you to trust me. I'm not against you. It's over. Come now, monsieur.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Ja, der professionelle Verhörer macht, war irgendwie klar, dass er gegen Ausfragen und so irgendwie immun ist. Hätte man sich auch denken können.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Ja, wär's, ja. Break their spirit. Wahrscheinlich nicht, weil man es nur hört, ne? Man hört es nur mit. Das ist wie wenn man eine Unterhaltung abhört.
But I'd be violating their minds, wouldn't I?
No, nothing of the sort. You won't really be penetrating their psyches. Let's just say you'll be picking up residual signals emitted by their thoughts. It isn't intrusive at all, rest assured. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
So, here the superficial thoughts of your interlocutors. Each use of mind reading costs 1 essence point. You can earn 1 back when confronted to an immunity. 2 by exploiting a vulnerability. 3 by consuming a devil's thorn. Ja, direkt anpissen hier und seine Gedanken lesen. Na gut, wenn ich seine Gedanken lesen kann, hat er die Wahrheit gesagt. Und wenn ich es nicht kann, kann ich es nicht, ne?
You're right. I need to go now.
Ich weiß noch nicht so
See you
richtig.
later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Was jetzt allerdings keinen Sinn so richtig macht, ist, wenn die Mutter das gewusst hat.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Wenn seine Mutter das gewusst hat und alle Demons töten will, wieso hat sie ihn dann überhaupt erzogen? Und will sie ihn als Waffe benutzen und dann irgendwie als Letzten umbringen? Oder? Weil wenn sie alle umbringen will, macht es irgendwie keinen Sinn, dass sie ihn irgendwie großzieht. Und da wäre jetzt noch die Frage, dieses eine Buch, was er nicht lesen darf oder so, durfte, was seine Mutter ihm immer verboten hat. Und wir das jetzt mal lesen können, langsam in der Bibliothek. Okay, aber nichts mehr, was wir noch irgendwie... Bisschen Jelly ist immer gut.
Oh no! No, Mother!
Louis, it was an accident, I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice. She attacked me. I didn't want to hurt her.
What happened?
I was on the wharf. It was dark. She seemed to be preparing to depart. I moved closer. I wanted us to talk, but as soon as she saw me, she threatened me. I wanted her to explain to me in her own words what had happened to Emma. I had to know what happened, Louis. You understand that, don't you?
Müssen wir direkt ausprobieren.
Is it really for him that you left me, Emily? That's pathetic. Look, he still doesn't get it for crying out loud.
Emma? Oh, the bitch.
Doch die falsche! Aber wieso hat die dann so reagiert? Das macht ja auch keinen Sinn.
Bitch.
What? Louis, what's wrong with you?
No, you are not Emily.
Ah, that. It took you long enough to figure it out, though. Oh, I felt sorry for you when I saw you couldn't even recognize her, Louis. What do you expect? It wasn't my fault.
Das ist halt der Punkt. Also das Einzige, was das erklären würde, wäre, wenn die Emilys, mit denen ich interagiert habe, dass da schon eine Emma dabei war. Also dass quasi die mit der er die Nacht verbracht hat, tatsächlich Emma war und nicht Emily. Dann wäre die Identifikation natürlich korrekt, aber er hätte trotzdem Emma gewählt, weil Emily es nicht wusste. Weil die andere hat es definitiv nicht gewusst. Also ansonsten würde es keinen Sinn machen.
Was it perhaps that night we spent together after the conference that persuaded you that I was worth more than her?
What?
Und das ist genau der Punkt. Das hat mich auch ein bisschen stutzig gemacht am Ende, aber ich habe es dann irgendwie übergangen. Die Geschichte, was ich gesagt habe, als wir in dem Raum waren und dass sie gesagt hat, ja, dieses zerbrochene Schwert. Hat ja die Emma, die ich ja ausgewählt habe, dann, die hinter mir stand, hat er gesagt, zerbrochenes Schwert. Und das ergibt ja keinen Sinn. Weil da war kein zerbrochenes Schwert in dem Raum. Und da wäre theoretisch schon die Möglichkeit gewesen, das zu erkennen, weil ich habe es ja sogar noch in Erwägung gezogen, habe gesagt, naja, okay, vielleicht, ich weiß ja nicht, ob ich immer mit derselben, also zusammen war, ne? Oder ob nicht vorher schon mal die Emma mit mir interagiert hat. Und wahrscheinlich nach dem Wiederauftauchen von Emma und so, wahrscheinlich wäre es besser gewesen, Sachen zu vertrauen, die weiter in der Vergangenheit sind und die eindeutiger sind, ja. Weil die Nacht mit ihr verbracht, das war ja erst kürzlich, also wirklich kurz vorher. Und das war ja schon eine Zeit, in der Emma schon auch irgendwie anscheinend unterwegs war, ja. Und sich nicht versteckt hat mehr. Insofern ist es an der Stelle, wäre es wahrscheinlich sinnvoller gewesen, da dem Impuls zu folgen und sie nicht zu wählen, weil das mit dem, weil angenommen, das wäre korrekt gewesen. Angenommen, ich hätte immer nur mit Emily interagiert und es wäre wirklich Emily gewesen, mit der er die Nacht verbracht hat. Dann hätte es keinen Sinn gemacht, dass die Person, die dann die Emily wäre, irgendwas von einem zerbrochenen Schwert erzählt. Das habe ich ein bisschen zu leichtfertig ignoriert, dieses Indiz. Das ist mir ja aufgefallen und es war ja eigentlich klar. Und vor dieser letzten Geschichte war ich mir eigentlich auch sicher, dass die andere die echte Emily ist. Und dass das eher die echte Emily ist, war klar, weil da habe ich viel mehr mit ihr geredet über die Details. Da hat sie mir das erzählt, dass sie eine Schwester Emma hat und so weiter. Und das wären alles Dialoge gewesen in dieser Situation, in dieser geheimen Kammer, wo Emma wahrscheinlich ganz anders reagiert hätte, weil sie kein Interesse dran hat, das aber so aufzubauen oder so, ja. Und sie hat auch kein Interesse dran gehabt, diese Kammer da zu durchsuchen oder irgendwas mitunter, ja. Weil sie ja nicht nach Emma sucht, weil sie ja ist Emma, ne. Das heißt, dieses Indiz, diesem Widerspruch zu folgen, wäre logischer gewesen, als zu glauben, dass die Person, mit der man interagiert hat, immer Emily war. Das war jetzt schön blöd. Da haben wir es verkackt.
Oh, you still don't get it. The night of the conference? It wasn't poor Emily who paid you a little visit in your room. Oh, she was much too busy with Monsieur Bonaparte.
No, that's not true.
It was me, of course. I assure you, you got something a whole lot better. And when I think she wasn't even armed when I arrived. Right, take a moment to think and meet me at the manor later.
You're crazy.
Now, Louis, don't push it. I understand your grief, but I won't put up with that sort of talk from you or anybody.
Die! Eigentlich schon. Die Frage ist nur, ob es Sinn macht, vorher nochmal Gedanken zu lesen. Also, dass er seine Mutter hier umgebracht hat und für den Tod von Emily verantwortlich ist. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich sie wirklich töten kann oder nur sagen die, aber probieren wir es mal.
Die, you bitch.
Das ist echt die Frage, wie stark sich der Durchlauf unterscheidet, wenn man das wirklich anders macht. Did not arrive in time to save Sarah. Did not stop Lady Hillsborough from shooting Sarah. Did not find out about Sarah's lie. Wahrscheinlich bezüglich seiner Identität. Could have had a discussion with Manuel Godoy. Found out about my demon nature. Killed Lady Hillsborough. Oha! Na gut, also das lief jetzt nicht so gut. Mit Emily. Aber das war so, ich bin eigentlich, das war so klar mit dem zerbrochenen Schwert irgendwie und so. Und ich habe ja sogar noch überlegt, ja, es gibt ja keinen Grund anzunehmen, dass ich jetzt immer mit Emily zu tun hatte, wenn ich ihr begegnet bin. Das wäre eigentlich der wichtigere Hinweis gewesen. Man hätte es wissen können. Man hätte es wissen müssen. Es war eigentlich ziemlich klar. Das andere wiegt nicht so schwer, weil ich nicht sicher sein kann, dass es wirklich Emily war. Jedenfalls nicht so sicher wie in der Situation in diesem Geheimraum. Also das machen wir mal voll. Dit oder Politik? Politik wäre 3, das würde genau passen. Diversion, weiß jetzt auch nicht, ob das so wichtig ist. Machen wir das mal voll. Und ich kann keine Manuskripte lesen. So eine Schweinerei. Gar keins. Da weiß ich echt auch nicht, ob ich da so viele nicht gefunden habe oder ob das wirklich manchmal einfach nicht geht. Aber hier jetzt ist es ein bisschen komisch, dass ich so gar keins mehr habe.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste.
Das stimmt.
I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Prinzipiell ist es gut, würde ich mal sagen.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it.
Yeah.
What a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Nun gut, dann schauen wir mal, wer in der Tür ist, aber das machen wir dann beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, ciao.